All right, so it's dark enough to do this. I've got my kid in the car to flip the switches. All right, Allie, switch one. All right, so that turns on the daytime running lights on the pods there, and the amber lights, and then the light bar, just the daytime running light on the light bar. All right, Allie, number 6.
What's number 1?
There you go. So that is the full light bar, and then the actual brights on the ditch lights up top. And I have the amber covers on them right now. All right, turn number 6 off.
So I also turn off number 1.
Leave 1 on. Now turn on number 4. So those are the daytime running lights on the back, and I have the covers on, so I'll take one cover off just so you can see. So this is just daytime running lights. This is not like bright. And then with the cover on, you can see it there. All right, turn number 3 on, Allie.
Okay.
So now,
I turned off 4, by the way.
yep, that's fine. These are the full lights coming on in there, and that's it with the cover on. So it's pretty darn good. All right, turn 3 off and 4 back on. So I think this is actually really good. Just the daytime running lights put enough light out here to see. Like if you're out camping, you just need a little bit of light. And then with the cover on, it actually looks really good. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that with these on all the time with the covers on, because it won't blind anybody at night. The tail lights are brighter than that. Okay, turn that one off. Actually, turn that one back on.
4?
Yeah, that one that you have.
Can I turn off 1 yet?
Sure. So that's how it looks with the covers on with the daytime running lights. All right, turn 3 off and 4 on. Or the other way, whichever one is on 3 or 4, switch them. And that is with the actual,
3 on?
yep, that's perfect. And that's with the actual lights on with covers on them. All right, now switch it back to the way you had it. All right, so there's that. Now we're gonna go back to the front. Thanks for your help, Allie. All right, now turn 1 back on.
I turned off 4.
Okay, thank you. So this is daytime running lights in the front. We've already done this. Now turn 6 on again. And that is the full brightness of all the high beams and the lights. That is how the ditch lights light up the sides with the yellow. Let me pull the covers off so you can see. So that's how bright it is with no cover on it. And then I'll put the cover on, and it makes it an amber light, and it looks pretty good, I guess. It's yellowy.
It
So
turned you yellow.
there you go. Auxbeam lights. Way brighter than the headlights, way brighter than the actual brights when you turn them on too. So very happy with them. I think I've got the setup the way I like it. Today, going to be talking about the off-road lights I put on my Ranger Raptor. So I reached out to Auxbeam. I was planning on buying a set of 3-inch pods and a light bar. Wanted to get it. They saw some of the other videos and they said, hey, we'll send you some and see how you like them. So they sent me a 12-inch and then 2 sets of 3-inch pods. So the 12-inch I have right here, I mounted initially and I took it off because I went back and bought the 32-inch with my own money because I like this stuff so much. And I mounted that behind the grill. So I'll show you that as well. What I do have are these magnet connectors, so I can mount these to these magnets, have a wire run, and then just pop it on anything that where I want it, like once I'm out camping. So I probably will just keep it in my truck with a wire, like maybe in the bed or something, just kind of coiled up, ready to go. But I wanted to go through the wiring harnesses. So when they send these to you, it comes with everything you need, and the wiring harness is really well put together. It's good low gauge, meaning thicker wire. They heat shrink everything together. They give you a ton of wire though. So if you have a truck that already has auxiliary switches in it, you can do what I did and cut 90% of the wiring harness out, because this is your relay, this is your switches. It has your, you have your switch here. It's got your power connecting to the battery and everything. We don't need that if you have the Ranger Raptor or anything with auxiliary switches, because you already have your power and your switches and stuff set up, and your relays are already incorporated. This is one that I haven't cut apart yet. It comes with gold-plated rings to connect to your battery, but they're pretty big. They're like 3/8 or maybe 1/2 inch, which is bigger than most of the battery terminals. So you'd probably have to put a different washer on there or just cut it off and put something smaller. I went and bought on Amazon this kit here with all the different terminals. You can't really see it, but I'll just put a link to it. So all the different terminals and a lot of butt connectors so I could do all this wiring. I also have a soldering gun, but for stuff like this, just crimping 16 gauge wire, plenty good for what this is. So that's what I want to show you. This is the wiring harness for the 12-inch light. Actually, this is for the 32-inch light I put in there, but I used the one for the 12 because they're the exact same. And then this is the wiring for the 2 pods in the back. I haven't hooked them up yet. I'm going to do that today, but I'm going to use the switch. I think it's 3 and 4 or 4 and 5 that are in the back by the tailgate. So I'm going to use one of those. Those are both 15 amp circuits. Tie into one of those to power the 2 pod lights in the back, and then probably also the 3rd wire for this light bar, and just have it coiled up back there. And I don't know, I'll figure that out later. I'm really happy with these lights. If I buy more, I will absolutely continue to buy Auxbeam. I did not need their switch. They have like a 5 gang or an 8 gang or a 12 gang switch, meaning that's how many things you can put on it. Basically, you have a terminal up in your engine bay, ties directly into the battery, and then you have all your relays, and you run the signal wire to your interface in the vehicle, and then you just have all your switches and stuff. You can do all the controls there. You could control a compressor, you can control your lights, you can control anything that's going to draw 12 or 14.4 volts on the vehicle system can be powered on there. So if you have a lot of accessories, if you have like 8 or 10, then you could get their 12 gang and then hook up as much stuff as you want. So I probably will get a compressor, but I don't really have plans to use more than the 6 switches that came in the Ranger Raptor. So I don't think I'm going to end up putting anything like that in there. And the lights are really good. They don't get super hot, but if they do, they've got all these vanes on it to I guess they're called heat sinks. Just a lot of surface area of aluminum. And that's the other thing. These things are fully aluminum. The end caps are plastic, I think. Actually, let me see. Nope, even the end caps are metal. So this whole thing, the whole housing, aluminum, aluminum, aluminum. You got holes there to mount your side brackets. You've got this bar along the back that bolts fit in there so you can mount it multiple ways. So this license plate bracket has the holes to go into your stock license plate thing. This does not fit on the factory license plate bracket that comes with the truck because it has clips on